Right, there is a lot to talk about with our local Congressman Brian Bilbray, and one of the things he wants to talk about is a shootout along the border where a Border Patrol agent got shot. Congressman, good morning to you, and we'll get to some other things as well. How are you doing?
Well, Dan, to make you feel better, you may have rain, but my Woody's outside covered in snow right now. It's coming down. It's 20 degrees, so please appreciate a little rain.
Are you telling me it is snowing in Washington, D.C.?
It is snowing in Washington, D.C.
Oh, my gosh.
Speak.
Wow. All right, let's talk about a few things. First of all, I know that you're angry about this border shooting, and it was really a gun battle, a shootout, Wild West style.
Well, Dan, what I'm really angry about is it's bad enough that when we get the bad guys at the border, but when you've got people in Washington that just are so oblivious to how the mixed messages that we send around the world from Washington just creates the environment to allow these bad guys to continue to do this. And, we just lost this hero. And Agent Terry wasn't, he was out fighting the bad guys, trying to protect the illegals. And, you don't hear Border Patrol agents being given credit for how much effort they make at trying to protect people that are being enticed by things like amnesty and the political maneuvers to come into this country legally. And you never hear people stand up and say, oh, I didn't know that that Border Patrol agents actually had special squads to try to protect these guys. I mean, we lose over 350 illegals every year along our border, but nobody in Washington talks about that. They just talk about, rewarding illegal immigration and rewarding the smugglers that make money off of preying off these people. And now we've got a guy who was out there trying to protect somebody that now is sadly the family has lost his father and son.
Yeah, that is so sad. And yeah, I mean, obviously there is a humanitarian side to the Border Patrol. Obviously they want to keep illegals from coming in, but they want them to be safe.
Yeah, and that's the thing you don't hear people talk about. What bugs me, though, is just this week we had people in Washington, the House, pass a bill that says if you bring your children here illegally, we'll give them citizenship and we'll give them in-state tuition. And they don't understand that when you're sitting in a third-world country and you hear the congressman or the head of the Senate announce that you're going to reward your children if they are sent up here, and and they don't think that people don't respond to that. That mixed message is causing such a problem. And here we have somebody that it's so out of control that we have to have special agents working to defend the illegals who are coming in because they're being enticed to come in for a lot of reasons. One of them's jobs, but the other is this mixed message that we keep sending. And it just really kind of bugs me. It's almost like people in Washington are the type that would open a candy store in the middle of a freeway and then wonder why children are being run over by cars and don't see a connection between the two. They're so insulated from the reality of the border. It really frustrates me, and I apologize. When I see a tragedy like this, it makes me want to get on the floor and just scream.
Well, you do that, and we'll definitely listen. Before I let you go, though, today, the big vote on the tax bill, I know how you're going to vote. Obviously, you're going to vote in favor of it. But I guess very quickly there's going to be a lot of belly aching before they finally approve this thing. Oh,
well, it's a really tough one, and this is the hassle with having to go back and forth. But this thing is with the economy as bad as it is, and the last thing we need is a massive tax increase in the middle of this situation. You want to talk about a job killer, and it just bugs me, the senators and the backroom politics always trying to pile on to this stuff. And hopefully we'll see a change in procedures. We'll have budgets that are done on time rather than, not one budget has been done in the last 2 years. I mean, this is something why I think you saw Washington get punished so much. And those of us who are on the Republican side, I think, know that if we don't start performing to the standards of the voters, they're going to come and punish the Republicans again, just like they did a couple years ago. But
you get that right.
So, a lot of shell shock here.
Yeah, I know. And by the way, the poll yesterday, I'm sure you saw, Congress has a whopping 13% approval rating right now.
Oh, yeah, that's 13. The problem. It wouldn't be so bad, but my wife has a lower opinion of us than even the general public.
Well, we're all watching. Congressman Brian Bilbray, thank you so much. We'll see you when you get back.
Thanks a lot, Dan. Look forward to trying to get home for Christmas, but we'll hopefully try to get the people's work done before we leave.
We appreciate that.
Thanks
a lot, Congressman. All right.